Hi, my name is ROSSEVES and today we're going to go over some of the keys from the over 55 week 2 get into golf. So one key thing for the full swing is the setup. It's something that's often overlooked, but it puts you in a nice athletic posture and gives all the tissues and fascia a good base to work around when you swing. So when we take the setup, what we need to think is, firstly, we need to get the correct alignment. So for the alignment, what we do, we have the aim of where the ball is, and then we have parallel to that, the aim of our feet. So first off, we need to make sure our feet are aimed correctly. Secondly, for an iron such as this, which is a 7 iron, we need to make sure the ball is just forward of middle in our stance. So if we can do that, we can then build our stance around that. And what we're going to do, we're going to get the shaft of the club and place it just below our belt line, and from here we're going to tilt forward with the hips. So you might feel a little stretch in these hamstrings, and then we're going to get a little bit of knee flex, and then the arms just hang from there. And if you find you're standing too far away from it, if you take your right hand off the club, it'll fall behind you. If you're standing too close to it, if you take your right hand off the club, it'll fall in front of you. So if we get in a nice athletic posture, when we take the right hand off the club for a right-handed player, that hand falls in line with the grip. And the other key thing that we need to mention, when we set up, we don't have our weight too forward on the toes or back on the heels, because that again will affect the way you swing it. So if we get into a nice setup position, then all we have to do is make a nice swing, and hopefully we can hit good shots from there. Now, especially when you get over 55, you sometimes get inhibited with poor flexibility. So one key thing that we need to remember is we need to turn. What we mean by that is, in the golf swing, we want to make sure we get our shoulder under our chin. Now, I'm fortunate, I'm only 28, I can pretty flexible, I can do that fairly easily. But as you get older, you often find through this thoracic spine, this upper part of your spine, a lot of sitting down, a lot of office work, that really restricts that ability to rotate through the spine. So what a good thing to do would be is allow your belt buckle to rotate as far back as you can and let that left heel come up. So from down the line, we're almost trying to get that belt buckle pointing at the camera, and that'll allow your hips to turn correctly and really rotate. So I'll hit one, just demonstrating, really rotating that belt buckle back so I can turn my shoulders correctly. Now that wasn't the best swing because it's something that I'm not used to doing, but as you get older, it's something that I'd really recommend doing. I'll try and hit another one where I've actually do it correctly. So rotate that pelvis, rotate that belt buckle back, let that left heel come up. It's a bit better. So that's what I'd really recommend for your backswing if you're getting older, or even if you're just tighter. And then on the follow through, big key is make sure that right heel comes up off the ground, and then your chest and your belt buckle faces towards the target. So whether we're swinging towards the camera, my belt buckle faces towards the target, and so does my chest. Now those are some keys, and what we can do as well, we can improve our flexibility with a couple of exercises that I'm going to show you now. So one exercise we can do, we obviously need to always consult our doctor to make sure that we are fit enough to be exercising, is we can lie down on our side. If we pull our knees up like this, get into this position, and then from here we're going to rotate around, breathe out, and hold that position for about 30 seconds. You can also put a pillow under here just for some head support. And then we come back, deep breath in, breathe out and rotate. And I'm making this look easy. Most of you will be up here, and that's to open up that thoracic spine. And then the next one we can do to open up our hips, we get into this position, keep our heels together, and all we do is raise our knee off the ground. Do this maybe 20 times. You can put one of the TheraBands around your knees, and that's going to help open up your hips and make you a little bit more supple so you can move correctly in the golf swing and do the moves that we talked about, and hopefully it'll get you playing better golf.